Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a balcony makeover for you. Basically, if you've been watching my channel, you know I live in downtown Toronto in a 575 square foot apartment, including my little balcony. That leads to some problems. You can't fit normal furniture in a tiny balcony. So I really went out there and decided I was going to decorate the space, put some effort into it, and see what I can come up with and share that with you. Let's go on to my balcony makeover. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what this balcony looks like. It is super tiny and it's empty right now. But yeah, there's not a lot of space. The first thing that you notice when you look at the balcony is just how bare and unwelcoming that cement ground is. I really wanted to cover that. So I went out and went to Homesense. I found the perfect little rug that just laid down, added the pop of color, and makes the space a lot more welcoming. The next thing I wanted to do was really add a little bit more dimension to the back wall. The back wall is glass, it's gray, it's just not that pretty. So I went out racking my brain basically to think how I could come up with a way to hang curtains. And I came up with this way using dollar store bamboo sticks and $4 curtains from Ikea. So onto that tutorial.
So to start off, I picked up 3 pieces of bamboo. I got 2 pieces for either side on the left and right that are thicker, and then I got a thinner piece that's going horizontally along the top. I went ahead and just roughly measured to see where I needed to cut the pieces of bamboo. Made sure to leave a little bit of slack on either end, probably about 1.5 inches on each side, just so that I had enough space to attach these bamboo pieces together.
Guys, I did it all by myself. I sawed it all by myself. I'm so proud of myself.
Now comes the fun part, which for me was learning how to latch these pieces together. For this, I basically took some really thin twine from the dollar store. I lined up the bamboo, and then, to be honest, I followed a whole tutorial by a knot tying expert. So I'm gonna link that down below because there's no way I can explain it in as good of a way as this guy did. Once I finished tying one end off, I slipped the curtain over the main rod. And then I carried on with attaching the second stick on the other end.
Okay, so here it is laid out. And as you can see, the curtains are longer than the bamboo. So I'm actually just going to cut it, but leave a little bit of slack just for it to graze the ground.
And finally, to attach this to the back wall, I used some zip ties. So this balcony has a few little anchoring pieces for the existing back wall, and I just used those anchoring pieces and used zip ties around the bamboo, and voila, it stands perfectly, and it's so pretty and bohemian and beautiful.
Next, I wanted to add some seating. I picked up this rattan style chair from Homesense, and I placed it in the corner, kind of facing towards the entrance to the balcony. I then wanted to add in a table, so again from Homesense, I found this beautiful piece. It is black and it just had some nice detailing on it, so I put that right next to it. I also found this beautiful round wooden seat that actually is a bathroom stool, so just keep that in mind. You can find things for outdoor that are meant for the bathroom and they're okay with humidity and wetness, and so this acts as a little stand to candles, but it's also a secondary seat. Next up, I wanted to decorate the left side of the wall, and I went ahead and did that in a pretty innovative way, if I do say so myself. This first wall hanging was easy. I just took some jute rope and a hot glue gun, started positioning it in a circle and hot gluing it as I went along. I hung this up using these really awesome sticky hooks that are supposed to handle actually up to 20 pounds, and they work in moist environments. I'll link those down below as well. The next wall decor is actually a plant stand that I got from the dollar store. I just didn't attach the wheels and instead hung it up, and I think it adds some extra dimension there and some wood, so I love how that turned out. I actually only planned to hang those 2 circular decor pieces, but then I thought, this looks bare. Something looks wrong. And I really wanted to make something with macrame. Actually, I wanted to buy something with macrame because I've never done a macrame kind of wall decor piece before, ever. I've never worked with macrame or rope in that way. But I looked up a tutorial online and I followed it to a T. I'm gonna link that down below as well. I used that extra piece of bamboo that I had from the backdrop, and I used that as the hanging wood stick. And then I tied the macrame in a series of knots along the way. I just hung it up again with one of those hooks using a little bit of thin jute rope, and I think it turned out so cute and so beautiful. I'm actually so proud of myself for making my first ever macrame hanging piece. Next up, we have this blank railing here. I really wanted to add a little bit more something. I thought it would be great to use an over the railing planter box, but I could not find one that was affordable. I actually went to the dollar store to try and find the materials needed to make one, because I thought I could make one, and I'm pretty sure I still could. But while I was there, I found these cute little hanging buckets. It required me to kind of bend them a little bit into shape to be able to fit over this railing. But once I did that, I just placed these little greenery globes, also from the dollar store, in these buckets, 3 in a row, and I think it just adds the perfect amount of spice to that railing area. So next, we're on to the final touches. For the seat, I went ahead and picked up some pillows from H&M Home. They're super cute and super affordable. Just place those right on the chair. I also went ahead and got a vast array of affordable lanterns and placed them kind of around the balcony. My balcony actually at night still gets quite a bit of light because of the light pollution of where I live. So I don't really need that much, just a few candles here and there to set the mood and make it even prettier at night. The first lantern we have here is from the dollar store. I believe it was $2. Next up, we have this green glass lantern from Homesense. Super, super pretty and only $9.99. Next, we got this lantern in white from Ikea. And finally, a couple of these little dollar store lanterns for $1 each. I then also just added one more little plant onto my stool in the corner, and I think it just brings everything perfectly together. I then added some tea lights and pillar candles into each of these and made it perfectly ready for the nighttime. And now for the reveal, guys. Here we go. Please tell me that you like the new balcony compared to my old one because I think it's a complete upgrade from where I started. Hope you like this video. If you like me, you like watching me, you find me kind of interesting, why not check me out on Instagram? I'm at DIY Dalia with an underscore at the end, or you can also subscribe to me on this YouTube and you'll get weekly content of this kind of nature. But yeah. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye!